my name's Ollie. Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to take you through a self-care day, and today I will be making time for myself. In the past, when I used to do self-care days, I used to just do my skincare and just relax. But honestly, this self-care day, I want it to be different. I want it to be a productive self-care day where I kind of just lean into my hobbies. The reason I wanted to do this self-care day is because finals drained me. It literally sucked my happiness from me, and I finished finals like a week ago and all that stuff, but it still kind of took my energy away from me. So I'm trying to fill my cup up by going into my hobbies again and doing the things that I used to love. And especially because it's summertime right now, I finally have the time to actually get to that. So without further ado, let's begin. So we are making a childhood favorite, which is spaghetti. Spaghetti has been a big part of my childhood because I've literally loved it so much, and a lot of the times where I've had spaghetti, I've had like big family reunions. And the way that I like to do my spaghetti is I like to boil the water first, and then I like to snap the spaghetti into sections. And once the water is boiled, I will pour the spaghetti into the water. I will let it sit there for a while, and then I will take the spaghetti out, I will drain it, and then I add some oil, and then I add some onions to the pan just to add some flavor. I let them sit there for a while, then I re-add the spaghetti again, and I stir it for a bit and all that stuff. And then after that, I add the last sauce, which is ketchup, and that just finishes off with the flavor. And then I just let it sit for a bit more so it can kind of just simmer and everything and take in the flavor and all that stuff, and then that's it. Story time. While the spaghetti is boiling, I want to talk about growing up in the kitchen. Alright, so growing up in the kitchen, ever since I was a childhood, my family has literally been like vested in the kitchen because they have always had like family reunions here. Every time there's a family reunion, the kitchen is one of the most occupied spaces because obviously everyone is like over here making food, right? I had such a positive relationship with the kitchen growing up because I would always be here in the kitchen with my cousins, with all my aunts and everything. So the time we would sit on this counter and we would just watch my mom and aunt just cook. We would just like talk and all that stuff. This would be like the main hangout spot. And honestly, I miss it so much, but after COVID hit, everything was so different. This place was literally empty. And I'm honestly just trying to bring that back. Bring the momentum, the movement that this place had. So I'm obviously starting off on that by cooking in this kitchen and honestly just reminiscing on like the memories that I made here. Missing on how much I could go back in time to relive in those memories again. We used to make a lot of good food in here. I mean, we used to eat like, we were big on beans, rice, and eggs, so those would be like the main meals. And sometimes it would be soup, but honestly I really wish that I could go back in time to relive it again. And that's why we're here today, starting off from making cooking a hobby again because it really brings happiness to me. Anyways, we are going to finish the spaghetti. Alright, we are done. I wish my lighting was better. Looks so good, right? I think it's good though. So now I'm going to paint my nails. I'm going to paint them this color because I don't have the other colors that I like to wear. I like to wear red, blue, and pink, but you know, this is what we got for today. So we're gonna work with what we have. These are the nails. They're looking super shiny right now. Looks super glossy. To me, they're kind of giving off like that sci-fi vibe. That's kind of what they're giving. I think they look so cute though. I kind of wish I wore my red nail polish, but I couldn't find it. But these are so cute. Cute they are. And glossy and everything. Sci-fi vibes. Maybe I should buy a sci-fi outfit. I might cosplay as someone, but look. Alright, so my favorite homebody activity is sketching, and y'all know the sketching and the music combo. Woo! Y'all know that works really, really well, especially if it is the music, Pinterest, and sketching combo. Now that is another level. So I have my sketchbook here, and I have been using the sketchbook to write down ideas for my music videos. So I have been trying to improve my singing and music for quite some time now, and in one of my future music videos, I want this to come to life. I want it to be myself walking in a cave, and I'm just exploring it, and it's kind of like, the meaning of it is kind of like trying to find who you truly are. And then this one I showed on my stream the other day on my Twitch. Go follow me on Twitch. And it was basically me lying on this grass rock, and there's like water surrounding me, and I'm just there. And the camera's like an overview angle. It's like an overview wide view shot of me just lying there, you know, kind of like I'm resting. At the moment, that's pretty much it. I still have a bunch of music video ideas coming out, but it is a work in process. So yeah, we are going to try and see if we can brainstorm a little more today, and we'll see how it goes. Alright guys, so now it is skincare time. I'm going to start winding down for the day. I'm going to go ahead and do my skincare and play a little bit of Roblox because that's what I love doing on my self-care days. That should be it. So let's begin.